Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Australian parents are among the most risk-averse in the world. Deakin University researchers have found Australian parents are the most risk-averse in the world, surpassing New Zealand, Canada and the UK, with their own fears of injury affecting the activities they let their kids partake in. So the helicopter parent has really taken off.
Ironically, we wouldn't let our children go up in a helicopter then. If
No.
we're helicopter parents who don't let kids go near a helicopter. You know what I blame for a lot of this? You know when Lee Sales came in here and we were talking about
You blaming Lee Sales?
No, but how she's written a book about storytellers and some of the big people in the media and how they tell their stories and how they cope with telling hard stories as newsreaders. And she said, was it Tracy Grimshaw had said to her, you have to remember that it's news because it's unusual.
Yeah.
So statistically, we see this all the time. On our socials, we see these unfiltered moments and think that they happen all the time. Every time a child is injured, we see it. Every time a kid gets run over in a driveway, that's on our news. Every time a parent gets out of the car to fill the car with petrol and the car gets carjacked, that's on the news. So we now have no sense that this stuff is unusual.
Yeah.
And it's really played with us. It's made us fearful.
It has. We're hypervigilant all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
It gives us anxiety and it stops our children taking necessary risks which they need to develop so they can become human.
And this is what the people at Deakin University are saying. The kids are getting rickets because they're not moving around enough.
Really? Did they actually say that? Or
They
are you
didn't say
paraphrasing?
rickets. I just like saying rickets. I like saying scurvy and I like saying rickets. But you know what I mean?
You're a big Captain Cook fan.
From inactivity, that's what's happening with the kids these days.
And fear. We're instilling. No wonder every child these days seems to have anxiety because we don't let life just happen anymore.
And I don't know, like Generation X, I look at my generation. We have the era of the firecracker night, of blowing fingers off and
Well, I
riding
told
around
you.
in the back of utes and
Because
stuff
of
like
my
that.
friend, we don't have firecracker night
George,
anymore. My
get it
friend,
out there.
That's right. A friend of mine was having a party when he was just probably a teenager in his house, a young teenager.
He melted his feet off.
Yeah. Well, okay. Why don't you tell the story?
No, we know the story.
How's it go?
He melted his feet off.
Well, a little kid came running in and threw a lit sparkler into a box of firecrackers inside the house. George picked up the box and carried it outside. Next thing, he wakes up in hospital. And then he was so disappointed that was the end of firecracker night. He's watching the news a year later. And it said it was in this house here that there was an accident last year that's ended firecracker night. And there was a journalist outside his house. He was more depressed than most people that there was no longer firecracker night.
And it's probably a good thing that firecracker night's not around anymore because you look at the stories in America. You know, what's more dangerous, their guns or their firecrackers? I can't tell. The line is blurred. I do always have a moment whenever you hear about helicopter parents. There's a great moment of suburbia. Dad's burning off a pile of leaves in the gutter. Remember the old days?
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
burn off a pile
You'd
of
have a
leaves.
home incinerator.
And my next door neighbour, Big Lou, he used to have an old HQ Holden 1-tonner ute. You know what there's a ute with the sides. The 1-tonner just had the flat bit at the back. And he was taking a load of timber and probably asbestos off to the tip. And we said, hey, Lou, can we come? Yeah, sure, boys. We all piled onto the back of the ute, more or less to hold the stuff down. And my sister...
So there's no sides on this ute.
No sides on this ute. My sister's 5 years of age. I'm 10 years on my sister, so I'm 15. And as we're driving down the road, my dad looks up and goes, mate, make sure your sister doesn't fall off the ute, mate. And then we drive off to the tip, which was a good 15 k's away.
You'd bring your baby home from the hospital and they'd be in a bassinet on the parcel shelf at the back. Like a loaf of bread.
And I'm not saying the good old days we all survived it, we made it, because clearly driving
Some didn't.
Some didn't.
No,
Probably
many rules
kids
are good.
that fell off back of utes.